Hi there, this is Chris Rempel from ActuallyRank.com. What I'm going to do in this short video is just give you a sneak peek at what you actually get as an ActuallyRank member. What we'll do is we'll take a look at setting up a sample project, and we'll show you the quality of the do-follow link sources that you'll be receiving every single month. And going into this, I just want to stress just how powerful these backlinks really are. This is virtually the same thing as buying backlinks, and it will have that same effect in the SERPs, in the search engine result pages, except that you're not spending a ridiculous amount of money for them. So building them is simple, easy, straightforward, ethical, white hat, and these are links and therefore rankings that will stick for a long time to come. So that's what ActuallyRank is, and let's take a look at how it works. So every month, and this is a competitive account, so that means that this person will receive 2,000 do follow link sources every single month. You will receive a new list of fresh do follow links like this every single month when you become a member. So as you can see, what we've got here is on the left hand side in this list we have the URL itself. On the right hand side we have the PR level, and then we have analysis functions. So if you want to take a look at how many backlinks actually point to this domain, you can. In one click it opens up the Yahoo Site Explorer function, so you can easily see how authoritative or how powerful a link source really is. You can also analyze the page itself, and this is actually probably more helpful for you. So in this case, this page alone has 163 backlinks. So that's a pretty good indication that getting a backlink on that page, actually regardless of page rank value, is going to be pretty important. And then the third function we've got there is it pulls up the quantcast data for a given website. So it gives you an idea. This isn't maybe as applicable to SEO, but it will give you an idea of whether or not a site is established enough to be registered in quantcast. And that's not necessarily always the case, or a standard that particularly applies to everything. There's a lot of established sites that are not in sites like quantcast, but nevertheless, it gives you an idea of what's there. So this gives you really a bird's eye snapshot at any given link source and the quality of a backlink that you'll be getting when you leave a comment on a source like this. So as we go down the list here, we can see that we've got 3 PR6s, quite a few PR5 sources, several PR4 sources, and I think in this batch there's actually several pages of PR3s, and then we go to PR2s here on this page. And we'll just click through some pages here. So we're already at 400 links that are PR2 or higher. And here we are, we're actually 500 links in this batch that are PR2 or higher. And that won't always be the case. The guarantee is 400 for accounts that are receiving 2,000 do follow sources a month. However, in this case, there's a little overage. So there will never be a deficit, but there sometimes will be an overage, which is a good thing. So as you can see, again, this gives you a lot of prospecting opportunities for leaving very, very powerful backlinks. And of course, for standard linking and just in general quality volume linking, there's still another 1,500-1,600 links to go here that are PR1s and PR0s, but will still completely affect your SERPs. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, let's talk about intuitive project creation and just breaking this all down into bite-sized chunks. What we can do in ActuallyRank is create a project. And so here we'll just do a sample project and a sample description. This will most likely be whatever site name you have. So let's actually just do that. We'll go sample.com and first phase linking. So we'll save this project, and now what we can do is we can go through and add link sources that look promising to us, or that the research checks out, and it's a great place to get a backlink from. So let's just do a couple sample link additions here, and you can add, I think, hundreds of sources to a project. So there we go. So now let's go to edit project, and we can see that we've added some link sources here. And for example, let's open this page up, and let's say we want to leave a comment here with our backlink. So this has 42 responses. That's still an okay number. Let's look for one that maybe has a little bit less. Let's go to this page here. Okay, so at the bottom here, there's 3 responses. So this is probably a better place to get a backlink from. Plus, it's also a PR5 page, so that's pretty powerful. So that's probably a pretty good place to leave a link. So we could do that. Then what we would do is we would mark that as commented. So as you can see, it's just a nice, easy way to keep track of the links that you've built or the comments that you've submitted. And hopefully you're beginning to see the power here of just how powerful this is. I mean, in literally just a minutes per day, you can be building some very serious backlinks very easily using ActuallyRank. So when you go back to the home page as a member, then you have your current projects open in this area. So folks, that's a quick glance at just how powerful this service really is. This is a competitive account. The very aggressive accounts receive 4,000 do-follow sources, and the total dominance accounts receive 10,000 do-follow sources. And in terms of exclusivity, don't worry, you will not be sharing these links with any more than a handful of people ever, at least in terms of our system. So what that means in practical terms is that as a regular member or a competitive member receiving 2,000 do-follow sources every month, you are only sharing this data with 14 others. As a very aggressive member, you will be sharing this only with 11 others. And as a dominance member, you'll be sharing your sources, which will be 10,000 at that point, with only 9 others. So in terms of saturation or overuse, it's just not going to happen with our network. The other thing, too, to be aware of is that since we do not allow or do not permit automated commenting or anything like that with our sources whatsoever, and it's a mixture of auto approve and moderated commenting, you don't have to worry about these sources being abused. It's just not going to happen with the way our network is set up. And in the rare cases that it might, that it does, we'll certainly take action on that and remove that member from our system. It's just not worth having any, quote unquote garbage in the system. So we're taking this service very seriously, and obviously there's some serious rankings to be had as a result. One thing to be aware, because these are real backlink sources and this is a real service for generating real rankings, not everything is going to be 100% perfect. There will be some sites that maybe by the time you go to leave a comment, maybe they have disabled commenting on that page or what have you. The other thing that will fluctuate is page rank, just because we don't have control over that. But however, at the time of harvesting, the way our algorithm is set up to bring in link sources for us, and the way that we filter them, very extensively, every paid source that does go into ActuallyRank will be in some way commentable, and at that time, that commenting section will be open. So the prospecting is there, although guaranteed there will be a handful here and there that because this is real life, that won't be working, but the vast majority will be. And again, that's why we supply you, or should I say oversupply you, with just thousands of prospects like this every month. So there you have it. This is hopefully an eye-opening look at just how powerful this is. Even if you build a handful of links like this a week, you will see noticeable and very large gains in your SERPs in your search engine results as a result, down the road. It takes usually about a month or two to see those results, but they will come. And as you keep on building links consistently, you'll just see consistently higher rankings. These are, this is the real thing. This is not some simulated, uh, you know, trick that we're playing in the search engines. This is real link building on real sites. And as a result, you will see real results. So there you go. Hopefully we'll see you on the inside. And if you have any further questions, if they're not addressed by our website or our FAQ section, feel free to send us a question on the contact page. So thank you very much, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.